Farscape awareness training. This is the National Farscape Association. Let's take a look at this one. There's standard, right? A couple things you look for: original hardware, any evidence of maintenance. So, and you know, life safety issues. So if you step up here a little bit more, you see anything dangling? It would be pretty evident. See anything dangling? So no life safety issues. Number two is you're looking for original hardware or evidence of maintenance. Evidence of maintenance, you're going to see some hex head bolts. Original hardware is squares and rivets. You see any squares and
Those look like they're all squares from here.
yeah.
Hex heads at all.
It's all rivets, right? So you have a structure here that's 50 to 75 years old and nothing but original hardware. So it never had maintenance in its life. How about a paint job? You got a paint job?
No, it looks like it needs painting right now.
But it looks like it's been painted to a certain degree.
At what point?
It needs paint. So minimally they've been painting it. So any obstructions?
Obviously,
So somebody did something here without realizing that you need a cutout, a pop through.
brought down.
You ever seen one of those? You know what those are? Very rare. Those are mainly it's an accordion ladder. Mainly in San Francisco and further north. Very rare. None of them in Boston. Now, one of the reasons why is because if you have any freezing rain, what could freezing rain and wetness do to a mechanical device?
Screw up the attachment points.
It's going to prevent it from opening. It's a big ice block. You get enough rain on that, and then it freezes. She won't deploy. So that's why that doesn't happen. Anything that's physically moving, that's why it's only here. And you're right, it's missing. So life safety issue now. Okay, so something as simple as this. Now, the last thing we're going to look at is attachments into the building. See the attachment there, see the attachment there, see the attachment up there. And CJ, can you get in there and zoom in there to that hole?
Yep. The third
So there's a hole there, a hole there, a hole there, and a hole there. So what's the only thing keeping this thing from pulling away from the building?
The Lord.
Anything into the wall. It's only buried how deep?
Well, 8 inches is where it should be, but if
It's 8 to 12 inches.
Yeah.
So every fire escape in the United States is buried only 8 to 12 inches. Do you know if there's any backing plate or a T or anything in the back there?
I can't tell.
There never is. So I'm going to tell you. Now that you can't tell, there never is. Because they're just packed in there, a simple angle going in, and it's just packed with cement. And the actual cement and its friction is what keeps it from sliding out. No back. You would think they'd want a T back there. There's no T back there. Okay? So knowing that, how safe is that bracket right there?
Not very safe with those holes.
So that's a life safety issue, right?
Yeah.
That's a life safety issue on the next one? Life safety issue there?
Yeah.
So, and how about through that whole wall crack there?
I see a big crack there, so that's leading me to believe that we've got some issues on this whole side of this building here.
Right, so we got a facade issue. So facade issue is not even a possible issue. It does. That's all we're at. So which one is primary? Facade or the fire escape? It is. It is, but once let's say the building's empty, and there's nothing going on, what do they got to fix first?
Well, they're going to fix the facade first.
Facade first, then we can attach our fire escape to it.
Right.
But otherwise, if it's an active building, that's one of the concerns. So the ladder not being able to pop through, we didn't see any dangling steel, but now we just realized that the steel is not being properly held up there. So that's a simple walkthrough. Did you have to get on it to identify these things? Can you do it right from the ground?
Right from the ground.
So it's just common basics. How it ties into the building. So you're looking at wall spalling, right? You're looking to see if it's continuous to a public way. This one's not. So it'll trap people. And you're looking for other evidence of maintenance, which is very simple. Square heads or rivets or new hardware, which is hex heads. Seeing none, and we got blow-offs on all the floors. We got a life safety issue here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now this will be discussed with the local inspector, with the owner, with the management company, with the building department. They'd all kind of get involved because there's several issues.
On the second landing there, what's that little attachment there? Is that some kind of
Used to be a ladder.
attachment
Used to be
to
a
drop a ladder?
No, there used to be a ladder here, and they took the ladder out. They used to come
Okay.
here, and they made it so that it was going to be a fold-out
Accordion.
ladder.
Okay, so the drop-down ladder was the first.
Yes.
That's been removed, and then they.
Yeah. And it's legal. You can go from a ladder, which is a guillotine, to an accordion ladder. It's okay. It's a ladder. Okay. Let's go look at another one.